What's difficult to eat? Wooden sandwiches? Welcome to Monkey Boy's Toys, and to the creative and visually engaging background of the sofa. Thanks very much for joining me again. Here's a book about horses. This horse's name is Peter Churchill.
Monkey Boy,
Well, what do you want, Skeletor?
who are you talking to?
A somewhat limited future audience, Skeletor. I'm recording a video.
Right, I shall interfere presently. Right, here I am. Look at me, I'm the best.
Aren't you supposed to be doing a video for your own channel, Skeletor?
Yes, but unfortunately, this week's script has not been completed because some idiot, not a million miles away, has not been sufficiently well enough to receive my dictation.
Okay.
You will leave a link to my superior channel in the video description.
Right. Okay.
Oh, a book about horses. Is that for me?
No.
It wasn't a question.
Well, it was a question, Skeletor.
Shut up. Right, what's your video about?
Well, I'm going to be looking at some more MOTU figures. Would you like to see them?
Yes, as long as they're not goody-goodies or anything to do with Hordak.
Oh, no, you'll be fine then. I'll just stand you over here so that you can watch. And then I'll just remove the book about horses.
You mean my book? I'm having that.
Okay, so today we'll be looking at some more of the MOTU Origins Cartoon Collection from the tail end of 2024, starting with Hordak.
No, Christ.
Yeah, so here we go. Again, we have these nice new card backs showing the sort of orange fiery type cloud things and some bats. So this is more of the kind of the Hordak inspired card backs. So we see Hordak up at the top there, and it's telling us that it's the 40th anniversary of Princess of Power. So there we go. There he is, very accurate to his appearance in the cartoon. Obviously, we'll have a quick look at the card back. This is telling us that this was seen on the episode Lu Ki Lends a Hand. So there we have Hordak holding a thing, and down here we have Mantenna looking rather electrified and alarmed there. We've got a bit of a cross cell on the back, and we've got the action or the accessory information here, which is a time stop device. But there we go. So there's Hordak. I'll just bring in the Origins version that we had a few years ago, back in 2000 and we can see that they're pretty different. The Origins version, or the first Origins version, is sort of more of a sort of a yellowy white colour. His head is a lot bigger, obviously inspired by the original vintage figure, so he does look very similar to that. So that's pretty cool. But obviously this cartoon collection gives us a more faithful representation of his appearance from the Filmation series. So there we are. There's that. And just for a comparison, I will bring in the Super 7 version from 2019, I think it was. As we can see, this looks a lot more similar, obviously because it was inspired by the Filmation cartoon. Again, the Super 7 version has a much bigger head than we see on the cartoon collection, but other than that, they do look fairly similar. There are obviously some differences, but yeah, there we go. So that's just a comparison of those two figures. I think the cartoon collection one is the best one we've had to date, so that's pretty cool. Let's just pop him to the back there. Cool. And next up, we have the cartoon collection She-Ra.
Oh my God.
Like this one a lot. Let's have a look at the back of her card. We can see this one is taken from the episode Treasure of the First Ones from the Princess of Power series. And then we can see some of the other characters as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So here's the figure, looking very, very good. I think she's probably the best looking face sculpt that we've had of She-Ra so far. And obviously her costume, or whatever she's, the things she's wearing there is slightly more accurate to the cartoon series. But yeah, she looks pretty cool.
Is she wearing any knickers?
Yeah, it appears so, Skeletor. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't normally.
Okay, so there we go. There's She-Ra. again, for comparison, I'll bring in the Origins version from 2000, and we can see there's quite a significant difference. The face sculpt on the Origins version is a bit simpler, more sort of vintage style. Again, they were meant to be similar to the vintage figures. We can see she's got her headdress thing, whatever that's called, around her head, and some sparkliness to her. Quite a lot of soft goods on the original, or sorry, the Origins version. But again, we can see that the new cartoon collection does look a lot more like the cartoon, as one would expect. So there we go. Just in case you're interested, I'll bring in the fan favourite She-Ra from the Origins collection. Now, you possibly won't see many obvious differences, but there are a few subtle changes that have been made to the figure. I think this is my favourite version of the Origins figure, the fan favourite one. I think she looks cool, and I think it just looks like a nice figure. It's got that kind of vintage feel to it, but it's still done very, very well. I think the face sculpt is cool. So yeah, I do like that. And again, just for a comparison, I'll bring in the Super 7 version from 2018. This one was. We can see their attempt at doing a Filmation style character. As you can see, she's got quite a deep suntan, which I think was a strange choice of colour for her. It just seemed a little bit too dark for the character, but I mean that's fine. They do look very similar. Prior to this cartoon collection being released, this was the most cartoon accurate figure that you could get. But of course, now we have this excellent cartoon collection version. So yeah, there's those. I think out of all the versions of these characters that we've had, these two cartoon collection ones are probably my favourite. So yeah, there we go.
Can I say something else?
No. Okay, so that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and share the video with any other wooden sandwiches you may know. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And please check out Skeletor's channel, which I will link in the description. Okay, we're going to make like shepherds and get the flock out of here. See you next time.